Hello everyone and welcome back to another Duel deck list. Today we're with the deck I chose for the little of the KC Cup I've actually played. I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't really been playing it, but that's not the problem right now. Obviously it's on Shea Obsidian, why else would it be? Or who else would it be on, I mean. And yeah, let's just get into it. So, here's the list. As usual, I'll give you a card by card, explain to you what the skill does and why we're playing it, maybe certain choices, and some budget alternatives. So, let's just get into the skill, shall we? Obviously, we're playing Raptor's Rising, it's the only viable skill. It does a lot, but basically you can rank up Rise Falcon on top of any other Raidraptor, so that's pretty fucking cool in my opinion. Then you can detach an overlay unit from Rise Falcon to set a rank up magic right from your deck. And then you can increase Rise Falcon's rank, if you want, by 1 or 2. And then you return all rank 4 Raidraptors to the extra deck, that are on field or graveyard. So yeah, the restriction is you can only use Raidraptors for an Xyz summon, which means you can't play stuff like Zephyros the Elite, or a Dark Rebellion package per se, because this can set just any rank up magic. So you can't play Dark Rebellion and Dark Requiem. So yeah, let's just get into the list. To start off, we're playing 3 copies of Tribute Lanius. Tribute Lanius is super good. You can send upon normal or special summon, or if it was normal or special summon, this turn. Remember that suffix. You can send any Raidraptor from your deck to the graveyard. And because of Duel Links, the main phase 2 doesn't exist, the second effect was changed. Where at the end of the battle phase, if it destroyed a monster by battle, you can add a rank up magic quick play spell from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters except Raidraptor monsters, and you can only use the effect of Tribute Lanius. And that's only for the second effect. The first effect doesn't really lock you. And our target to send to the graveyard is Mimicry Lanius, which you can increase the level of all Raidraptor monsters you control by 1, ever use the effect. Or well, I should say and, during the main phase, the turn it was sent to the graveyard, you can banish it from the graveyard, search any Raidraptor card, except itself. You can only use this effect monster card. This card is super good, no wonder it's an Ultra. Pain, double Ultras. Anyway, next up is 3 Strangle Lanius. I was almost saying Stranger Falcon. Strangle Lanius is if you control a Dark Monster, you can special summon it. Generic. You can only special summon Dark Monsters for the rest of the turn, so just be careful of that lock. And if you control a monster with a Dark Xyz monster as material, you can resurrect another Raidraptor from the graveyard with its effects negated. You can only use each effect once per turn. This card is super good, it's a wonderful extender. It could also help you get your plays going if you've drawn a bit of a doo-doo hand. You can special summon it in dire times, but it's super good. I'm really glad they added this, because Raidraptor before had these Fuzzy Lanius, which... Anyway, next up is 3 Vanishing Lanius. During the main phase, the turn it was summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Raidraptor from your hand. That's simple. Just once per turn, soft. So if you draw multiple, you can Vanishing Lanius, Vanishing Lanius, Vanishing Lanius. Just like Shea does in the anime. Ain't that nice? No, this card is super good. Next up, we're playing a one-off Pain Lanius and Singing Lanius. Pain Lanius is pretty good because you can just target Raidraptor you control, take damage equal to half its attack and defense, whichever is lower. Thank you, Duel for the half burn. And then special summon it, its level becomes that level. This is integral to your turn 1 combo, but apart from that, you don't really need it. You can double up if you feel like you need to. There. Singing is here just for extension. You can search it off of Force Strix, and that's mainly it. You can also search it off of Mimicry, obviously, but 4 strikes, I think, is a better way to search it. Next up, we'll just do the rank up magic. Soul Shape, one of Soul Shape Force, Skip Force, and Raid Force. Raid Force ranks up any Xyz monster by 1, but we can only use Raidraptors as Xyz material. So, yeah. Then, you can banish this card from your graveyard on one Raidraptor, and one Raidraptor card in your hand to add a rank up magic back to your hand, except itself. So that's pretty good. Not exclusively once per turn on either effect. You might want to know that. Skip Force skips a rank, ranks up on Raidraptor by 2. Then, leave it. Yeah. And it transfers all the materials, blah blah. During the main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and one Raidraptor monster from your graveyard to resurrect the Xyz monster. So, that's pretty cool. And I'm sure we all know what Soul Shave does, but in case you don't, pay half your life points, then target a Raidraptor Xyz monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then special summon a monster for your then special summon an Xyz monster from your extra deck 2 ranks higher. Notice it doesn't specify Raidraptor here. And it doesn't say we can only summon Raidraptors, it says we can only use Raidraptors. Very sneaky line. Then we just have some staples, double Bookman, double Chalice. Because if Tribute Lanius or Vanishing Lanius gets Bookman, we die. And Bookman's pretty prevalent right now, so lands. And that's it for the main. Let's move to the extra deck. So we'll start off with the obvious Rise Falcon. It requires 3 level 4 Winged Beasts. We don't really summon it much. But its effect is you catch an Xyz target a special summon monster your opponent controls. This guy gains attack equal to its attack. Also, it can attack all special summon monsters. So. I've never really wanted to end on this guy. He's not that good. But he's there because we need him to skill. For the other rank force, it's 2 Force Strix, which gains 500 for every Winged Beast. Gonna be a useless effect, but it's neat, I guess. And once per turn, you can attach an Xyz material from this card and a level 4 Dark Winged Beast to your hand. Because of the restriction of Raptors Rising, you can basically only get Raidraptors, but you can get more, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, due to the restriction of the skill, there's no point in playing it. Next up, moving up the ranks of Raidraptors, we're playing a Stranger Falcon. This is from Raid Force. You can detach a material from it to destroy a monster and burn for half its attack. Half its original attack. And if it's destroyed, you can summon a Raidraptor Xyz from your graveyard with this card as material. So I think that's pretty good. It does need the Xyz monster to activate the effect. We're playing also a Revolution Falcon. I think Revolution Falcon is pretty cool. It requires 3 level 6 Winged Beast type monsters. Detach a material from it, and it can attack all monsters that turn at once each. 2,000, 3,000. So by itself, that wouldn't be that good. But when it attacks, when it battles an opponent's face-up special summon monster, that monster's attack and defense becomes 0. Yeah. And then if it has a Raidraptor's material, it's just got Stranger Falcon's effect to burn. Destroy 1, burn, and it's yeah, water. It had on the field though, so it's different. They do burn different times. It's weird. And next up, our final Raidraptor is Raidraptor Satellite Cannon Falcon. This is the new boss monster of the deck. I don't care what you tell me. Yeah, if a Raidraptor was used to summon it, destroy all face-up spell traps your opponent controls. And then during either player's turn, very quick effect here, detach a material, target a face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 800 attack for each Raidraptor in your monster in your graveyard. That stacks very fast. Because even if you have 2, that's 1,600 down. And you will normally have more than 2. But you'll also notice we're playing more than just Raidraptors in the extra deck. We're playing an Evil Swarm Nightmare Witch. is really good. And Evolsaur Duel, which you probably don't know. You probably know Nightmare, but if you don't, it's just Book him in on Summon. But this card detaches one, destroys a monster on Summon. And if you're wondering, how do we get to Zolda? Well, that's through Soul Shave Force. It's the opening combo basically. You will see it in the replay, so don't be worried. But that's it for the deck. Now, what if you can't afford all this? Because this is pretty expensive. So, let me tell you why it's expensive. Because Tribute Lanius, Mimicry Lanius, Raid Force, Singing Lanius, Force Strix, Gold Cup, and Stranger Falcon are all found in Raider's Requiem. So that's a lot of cards, but 5 Ultras. And then some rares. Vanishing Lanius, Rise Falcon, Revolution Falcon, Soul Shave Force, Pain Lanius are all free cards. They're through either Shades unlock, his drops, or through his level ups. In the case of Soul Shave and Rise. Then that leaves Nightmare, which is found in Fantastic Arc. Lance, which is found in also some selection boxes, but Starter and Valhalla Calling. Book of Moon, which is Chaotic Soldiers and a bundle, and some selection boxes. That leaves us with Skip 4, Strangle Lanius, and Satellite Cannon Fucker, which is all found of Wings of Clearness. That's an awful name. But, yeah. It's not found in that many boxes. You don't have to... It's only like, what, 2 boxes, really? Then 1 Nightmare. But, what if you can't afford it? Well, that's when it becomes very difficult. Because there is a lot of Raidraptor cards, right? Assume 3 Vanishing Lanius, this will be your main guy. There's a lot of Raidraptors. Fuzzy Lanius is only a rare, and it's basically Strangle, but it does lock you into Raidraptors, so you probably want to play more Force Strixes for that one. There's Sharp Lanius, Necrovolt, Napalm Dragonius is like a Mystic Tomato sort of guy. You could also play Avenge Vulture if you really want to. Ultimate Mace is not that bad of a card in this scenario. Also with Rutter Strix, not the worst cards you could use. Raptor's Force is pretty good, it's a quick effect, but I would go for Revolution Force personally. You could double up on this guy, you play Blaze Falcon. Blade Burner, we actually used to play it, but the extra deck became a lot tighter after Satellite released, so we cut it. And the skill was buffed, obviously. Raidraptor's Nest was another one we used to play. It's just add another Raidraptor if you control 2, which happens a lot. I would just personally stay away from, like, Skull Eagle. We don't have it here, I believe, but Heal Eagle, I would stay away from. Same with Wild Vulture. It's not that bad, I guess, but it's a level 6, so you need to tribute summon it. And Fiend Eagle. So that's what I would personally stay away from. Just the level 3 and the 6. Everything else, honestly, if you're on a budget, you can only really go into the 1 box. Also, Call isn't the worst. You could do that. There's another card, a little engine, you could say, which I personally am not the biggest fan of. I prefer this, but it's an alternate variant. Yep, here it is. Using Cattle Call, you can special summon out one of your Raidraptors from the extra deck, probably Force Strix, or if you're playing it Blade Burner. Immediately rank it up to Rise Falcon. That then puts Rise Falcon with 0 materials, meaning it is perfect for Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic Watch, which is a free card from the bundle. Then you can quick effect during your opponent's turn, overlay for Rebellion, which is pretty good, honestly. However, I do not like this engine. You could also going to Raging. I saw a deck list, and the guy was using Raging for his big game ender, which is not an inherently bad idea, right? Do not get me wrong. However, by the way, Raging Free, Rebellion is in, sorry, Cross Dimension. Not an inherently bad idea. However, with the prevalence of Book of Moon, the engine dies immediately. As soon as you overlay, right, as soon as their turn starts, and they see just Rise Falcon and a set card, a rank 6 Rise Falcon and a set card, they're gonna just Book of Moon Rise Falcon, then that just draws out this guy. I mean, you could go Raging, but you cannot call. And in that scenario, you most likely wouldn't play Satellite Cannon, which is fine. But I think Satellite's better, personally. It has a bit more longevity. It can actually do something during your opponent's turn. Not that much, but it can work. You can actually get the kill on your opponent's turn in some scenarios. But yeah, so there's some alternatives. You could play a Cattle Call engine, but the reason I don't is because 1, Book of Moon, it just kills it immediately. And 2, because I just don't think it's I don't think there's enough space. The extra deck's really tight, honestly. Nightmare, if you're wondering, extra deck. Solda is in the same box, so you probably could get your hand on a Solda. Revolution Falcon is actually a pretty decent boss monster. Before Satellite Cannon came out, this was the boss monster, in my opinion. Revolution. I might still have it. Yeah, still have Revolution right there. So if you can't get Satellite Cannon, don't worry, Revolution's a decent boss monster. Also, those engines I talked about. And for Nightmare, well, you have to dip into the generic rank 4s, which you could go for Dark Rebellion, but in my mind, this deck doesn't need any more help with game ending. So Roach would be your best bet. I don't think any of the free rank 4s really work turn 1, but Roach would be my alternative. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into the replays. I've got quite a few for you. They're all from the KC Cup, so Gold 15, I told you I'm not going to play. Let's just start right down here. I haven't been playing much Duel. I did play a bunch of the KC Cup. This is from I think 2 days. We're against Pegasus, which I believe means Toons. I love Toons. Toons are a pretty powerful OTK strategy if you go first, which is kind of the opposite of how it normally works. But he's running Life Point Boost Alpha, so no Toons actually. Anyway, we open not the worst, but against double set, it's not that good. And we draw Soul Shave, which is really good going second. So we try to just bait him out. We go Vanishing Lanius. Use Vanishing Lanius' effect, summon Vanishing Lanius, Vanishing Lanius' effect, summon out Tribute Lanius, then we use Tribute Lanius' effect. I believe we lose this one actually, now that I think about it. Overlay for Force Strix. This is the basic combo, by the way, but it's a bit fucked here, so I'm not going to try to explain it here. We're going to detach that Singing Lanius, special summon Singing Lanius, rank up for Rise Falcon. Now with Raptor Rising, detach 1, set Skip Force. We're just going to try to clear the back row. Raidraptor, Satellite Cannon Falcon. Actually, no, we win this one. It's a different game. We destroy some Satellar Knight stuff, so he's playing Tellar Knight the whole time. He's clearly bright. Check out my Tellar Knight video. Then we overlay our remaining monsters for Nightmare, just in case we can't kill this turn. Then we Soul Shave Force. Get up for Revolution Falcon, because Revolution Falcon can destroy this monster and we will deal exactly 5,000. Attacks destroy, Strangle Lanius' effect, and Special Summon himself, and he'll surrender. So yeah, you can do a lot. And I was also insulated in case he somehow survived. Because we set Nightmare. Anyway, next up. I don't remember the results of these. So, I took these a few days ago. I've just been putting off making this. We're against Yami-Yugi, I believe. Oh, I don't want to say what it is now. This could have been Witchcrafter. Did I face Witchcrafter? I don't remember. He's playing a 4-card extra deck, 20-card main, Soul of Light and Darkness, so this was Blockbuster Soldier. BLS is another decent going second strategy. The new decks are actually really powerful, if we're in a different meta. Anyway, he must have fucking wrecked. Here's the basic combo, by the way. Tribute Lanius, send Mimicry Lanius, Mimicry Lanius effect adds Pain Lanius, summon Pain Lanius. We did draw these guys, so the combo is not entirely perfect. Overlay for 4 Strix. Then we detach the 4 Strix, grab Strangle, but we already have 2 Strangle, so we just grab a Vacuum instead. Then rank up for Rise Falcon. We don't have any Spell Trap Destruction, we are just kind of relying on one guy. We detach for Skip Force again, increasing his rank by 2 through the skill. Then we overlay for Satellite Cannon Falcon, which will draw the back corner with Wall of Disruption. Then we special summon Strangle Lanius, use Strangle Lanius' effect to special summon out Tribute Lanius from the graveyard, then overlay for another 4 Strix. Detach 4 Strix' effect to add a Tribute Lanius. Then we use Raid Force from our hand to rank up into Stranger Falcon. And this is game. Detach Stranger Falcon, destroy the card, and go skill. So yeah, pretty potent turn 1. Next game. No, I don't remember if I lose any of these or not, sorry. So, this guy did illegal, he's probably a new player, or newer. Anyway, he's playing Hetsu Trudge, so God knows what he's on. We go first, so now I can show you the going first board! Not anymore actually, we can't. Normal Summon Strangle, we just have to Special Summon Strangle, overlay for Nightmare, and just pass. There's nothing better we can do. Really, we could have also summoned, if you're wondering, for this guy, normal Blizzard the Far North. If you're wondering, with Nightmare, we could have went for Solda, but it would have just been Solda. And I just sort of thought, against anything, this is probably better. Anyway, he normal summons Blizzard, special summons Bora, the Nightmare Bora, he special summons Chris, the Nightmare Chris, and we just have to deep draw. And we don't get it. And we draw the anti-pull reverse. So he flips both of them, Synchro summons off for No Thung the Starlight, activates No Thung's effect, uses Black Return and Chain to return my monster to the deck, and he just game. So yeah, that's what happens when you can break. If you're wondering, I'm pretty sure almost any 2 Raidraptors makes, 2 with different names, sorry, makes the turn 1. But it is interesting. So yeah, we did lose. You can break. If you couldn't tell, every deck breaks. Oh, oopsies. Stupid. We're there, so now it's this guy. I'm not pronouncing that. Alright. Versus Yamiyuki again. This might also be a loss. These were not actually in order, by the way, if you're wondering. We're going second again. If you're wondering, these are not in order. It's got a 3-card extra deck, though, which is weird. Anyway, we draw good, but no protection. Oh, he passes. Okay. And we drew 1. So, actually, Tribute Lanius effect. Tribute Lanius gets Mimicry Lanius. Mimicry Lanius gets Pain Lanius. And Pain Lanius effect. Special summon itself out. Overlay for 4 Strix. 4 Strix attack, attach for Tribute. Why do I add Tribute? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Rise Falcon. Raptor's Rising, detach, set Soul Shave. I think I go for a turn 1 board just in case he's like playing Yosenju or something. And he has like ways to stop me. We overlay for Solda. Use Strangle effect, to special summon itself out. Then we resurrect Tribute. Then we could overlay for Nightmare. That is the turn 1 board. Nightmare plus Sola, 3 summon offs, and we have a Lance to protect one of our guys. I go for a turn 1 board here instead of a turn 2 board, because otherwise, because what if he's playing Yosemite? Or like classic Monopoly. So we're better safe than sorry. The skill returns Rise Falcon. He's playing Master Magician, he's playing DM. He normal summons Rod, use Rod's effect to get navigation. We do have this to protect us, and he sets 3 in pass. I don't know why he held didn't set it beforehand. You then activate immediately, triggers Nav, to summon out DM. And Magician of Illusion. Then he uses Expanded, which is annoying. Because we actually can't get over that. We send Mimicry grabs Strangle. Unironically, we cannot get over that. Okay. We'll release from Force Strikes. It makes him untargetable as well. So. Rise Falcon. I believe people skip Force anyway. Yep, we skip Force here, skip Force, grabs him out. We can't Satellite Cannon this guy. Can't attack this guy. Cannon Falcon destroys the back row. Never mind, we can target him. And he just skips. Yeah, a lot happens in Raidraptor duels. The deck can really go far turn 1. It does sort of struggle turn 2. I believe this is the next match. I could be wrong. No, I'm not. Zone! Yeah, this, I'm just gonna tell you. Time Lords. Raidraptor cannot beat Time Lords. All of our removal's destruction. Or, if it's Book of Moon, it targets. So, as soon as I sniff on the fact that he's playing Time Lords, I don't even try this hand, by the way. It does get us full combo, if you're wondering. And 2 rank ups before going second, which is incredible. But no, he's on Time Lords, so I don't want to scoop because I believe it was like a daily gem thing. But if I had already dueled 4 times, I would just skip. We draw. It's a shame because it's such a good hand, but the problem is now we set Infinite Light, so we'd have to be Infinite Machine. Yeah, we just go because we can't win. You know, it's impossible to win against Time Lords like this with Raidraptor. Sorry. We would have had to like get a really exact hand. We would have had to get Book of Moon and not be able to go Infinite Light, which it was possible. But no, he just summoned Cephalon and used his effect to get Raffion out, which is fine. I'm fine taking the loss. Yeah, Time Lords completely wall Raidraptor, so if you're wondering, yeah. Our final match, yes. Yep, the final match of the day, guys. And we'll just play Yami again. We must all like new players. Both of us have a 2-win streak. Right, in case you couldn't sniff on, okay, no, he's playing BLS. There was one match where it was against Witchcrafter where it was a horrible match. It took forever. I didn't actually save it, so that's cool. Versus BLS, he's going first. He uses Super Soldier to banish 2, special summons out Super Soldier. Then he uses the effect to get Legendary Swordsman, and ends his turn. Anyway, we normal summon Vanishing Lanius. He's Vanishing Lanius' head to get out Mimicry Lanius, overlay for Force Strix. Then with Force Strix's effect, we attach 1 to add Tribute. Overlay for Rise. I don't know why the hell I didn't detach thingy, but whatever. I will use Soul Shave, rank up Soul Shave. Because we have Skip already, we can use it for Revolution Falcon and increase his overlay units. So, not overlay units in rank. Then we use Skip Force to rank up into Satellite Cannon Falcon. We destroy him. His effect will Special Summon out Gaia. Whatever, who cares. Special Summon Gaia, Special Summon Strangle. Redirect thingy. I don't know why I didn't go for Revolution Hindsight, but it doesn't matter, because we just have to. So yeah, that was the matches. That was the deck. I hope you all enjoyed this. I think this deck's very powerful, very competent. I don't think it stands a chance at being meta post-ban list, but I would love if it was, because I love this deck. I think it's super good. And yeah, you just be careful with how you pilot it, and don't be afraid to waste all your money. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Yeah, bye.